Let me show you several different things that you can do if your Logitech G305 or 304 is suffering from a notorious double click issue. So that means is when you actually click your button once, it actually does a double click, which again is very common issue on these mouses. So we are going to cover 4 different methods. So all of these, so let's start with the easiest method, which doesn't require anything but to simply take out your battery and release the static energy from the internal switches. So yeah, simply make sure to release your battery and simply keep clicking your buttons for maybe like 30 seconds. So click all of them for like 30 seconds rapidly. Once 30 seconds is up, so maybe time it, insert the battery and see if that solves your issue. Also, obviously, make sure to turn it on and off as well several times and see if that fixes the issue. If that doesn't, let's move to the next things. Next, what I suggest to do is simply take a blower, either like this, maybe compressed air, or also simply a brush. So let me show you on this mouse. We can actually lift up these pedals here. So you see, like this, so literally jump something inside and you can lift both up like this. And we have the micro switch inside there. So if I take a flashlight, so you see the tiny white thing. It's tiny white thing. So I hope you could see the white thing. What you want to do is simply take a blower or whatever, or maybe brush, and simply blow on this thing. We want to essentially get rid of any dust has been stuck inside. And you can also blow in the rest of the mouse as well, just for good measure to clean out any like dust or stuff like that and see if that works. Again, you can also take brush literally as well if that doesn't work. What you can do next is we can simply oil the switch. Basically, if this mouse is older, basically it simply needs a bit of maintenance. So what you can take is maybe any like penetrating oil such as WD-40. So again, WD-40 is, yeah, works absolutely great. So I have something similar here, just maybe even better. So I'll simply spray a bit so I can take it. And the best tool to oil it is simply get something like this, so that we can basically take a small like thing from the oil. So you see, I'll simply dab this in here. So you see I have tiny bit of oil here on this. Okay. So, and then I'm simply going to put it on that switch. So on that white thing. It's hard to show in the camera because it's dark. But you see, I'm simply oiling it up here on that white thing. Maybe let's do it once more. I didn't have enough. So take some oil and simply drop on that thing. So again, on that tiny white thing. It's hard to see in the camera, but yeah, you see, I'm oiling it up. And once you have a drop of oil on it, and again, simply keep click on it. So works that oil inside essentially unit. So again, repeat it maybe for 30 seconds. Maybe you can take another drop of oil and drop another drop of oil on it and see if that helps. And next also what you can do is, so observe where you have that tiny white thing, so the tiny switch, and on the other side I see you have like a kind of hammer essentially that actually presses on that white switch. So essentially over here. It's hard to probably tell which, but yeah, I see basically the thing that actually presses on the white switch. So what you can do is you can simply take a shim, basically like maybe just a tape essentially. So cut off a tiny bit of tape. So like a tiny bit, maybe like masking tape or duct tape essentially. And what you can do is you can simply put it on that thing over here. So it's kind of hard to probably put it. So I'm sticking it a bit on my scissors, for example, here. And again, I want to simply push on that thing there. Okay, I think I managed to get it. Okay, so let me show you how it looks like. Okay, so you see, have a bit of tape basically on that thing. And essentially creates extra layer So then release it essentially, and it acts as a shim essentially. So maybe that hammer simply with time has worn down, has lost its maybe length or whatever essentially, and if you place a shim inside like that, it should maybe restore the function of it. So yeah, essentially, and if none of these things help, then really there's nothing that you can do but to change the switch of the mouse. So yep, it's actually easily possible to even change the switch of this mouse, but actually that includes soldering. For example, on AliExpress you can purchase a new switch for this mouse for maybe like $3 or $4, so they're not actually that expensive. But again, it requires unscrewing the mouse up, dismantling it. Also again, you need soldering iron as well to actually solder in a new switch, but it's doable on this mouse. So if you have tried all these things, then again really there's nothing else that can be done other than changing the whole switch on the mouse. Okay, good luck.